Today, we are visiting Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. We're going to tell you some of the things you need to know before visiting. First, make a reservation. The National Park Service is now using a reservation system to control visitor numbers. You can call or use their website to make a reservation. You will receive an email confirmation once your reservation is complete. We found this system effective and results in less crowded and an enjoyable visit. When you arrive, present your reservation confirmation at the ticket counter and you will be off to a great start. While waiting for your timed entry, you can shop at the gift shop, bookstore, or explore the exhibit area.
Bibili ka ba niyan?
Bibili ako ng halo flowers.
Okay.
There are two options to get into the caverns. We chose to hike in. A tip before you start: use the restroom. You know what I mean. If you choose to hike in, you will go out of the main building and turn left until you see this entrance. Follow the trail that will lead you to the mouth of the cavern. There is a short stop where you will receive a short brief from a park ranger. Once your timed entry is called, a park ranger will let you know of the rules to follow while moving through the caverns. Afterwards, you can proceed farther down the trail at your leisure to the cavern entrance. Before entering the cave, you will pass the outdoor amphitheater. Here, you can watch bats exit the cave in the thousands in the early evening. Bats use the cave as a shelter and a maternity roost. If you want to watch the bats start their evening migration out of the cave, be aware, no cameras, video cameras, cellular phones, or any electronic devices allowed during the bat flight. A quick photo before we start our descent into the cave. A bit of a cautionary tale: we spent 6 hours actually walking from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. As you walk down the winding path into the cave, keep in mind the incline and be very careful. This is also your last chance to take photos with natural light. Notice also the change in temperature as you walk deeper into the cave. As you walk into the mouth of the cave, you will notice the smell of guano, bat poop. But don't worry, as you go deeper into the cave, the guano smell goes away. One last photo with natural light as we go into the dark. The path is flat and well maintained with slight inclines. The cave is lighted to help visitors navigate the twists and turns as well as highlight points of interest. There are seating areas along the path. Here, we spend a few minutes to sit and rest. After a few minutes, we move forward.
Nandito kami ngayon sa loob ng Carlsbad Cavern. Kailangan tahimik.
Samahan niyo kami sa aming pamamasyal. Tara!
See you later.
We are amazed of the size of the caverns and the comfortable temperature inside. Along the path, you will find informative stations describing what you are seeing. And as you see here, we use the extra light for a photo. Once you see this sign, you have a choice: rest or move on to the big room. Rest means restrooms, food, and a bit of shopping for souvenirs. We chose to move forward to the big room. The most spectacular sights are in the big room. Huge stalactites hanging from the ceilings, and even bigger stalagmite mounds growing from the floor. Sometimes stalactites and stalagmites form a complete column, floor to ceiling. One really impressive example of mineral growth is the Temple of the Sun, a huge stalagmite reaching for stalactites. Near the Temple of the Sun, you will have an option to take a shortcut or move deeper into the caverns. In the cave, there is evidence of ancient shorelines. Mineral formation will indicate where these ancient shorelines were located. As we move forward, we feel drips of water on our head and see water on the paths. Deeper into the cave, we admire more rock and mineral formations. We use each other's phone light to take pictures. Sometimes we wait for other people to light the way. It's about timing and having a steady hand when taking dim lighted photos. Here, we reach the top of the cross seating area, a nice place to rest, admire our surroundings, and check our photos. After the top of the cross, we stumbled upon this reflection pool. The water reflects the rock formation above. After hours of walking, we are still surrounded by awe-inspiring natural creations. We think about the time it took for nature to create this natural wonder. At the Rock of Ages, we easily notice the layers upon layers of mineral deposits growing upwards or reaching downwards. We could only imagine how long it took for stalagmites and stalactites to meet and create this column. At the Chinese theater, our eyes look for human-like figures waving back at us. And finally, after a few more minutes of walking, we finally arrive at the rest and elevator area. Here, you can eat and shop for a few more souvenirs before heading up, and maybe use the restroom. How often can you say you went to a restroom in a cave? We are tired and ready to go back up. As you can see, there is no line. The reservation system works. When we visited Carlsbad Cavern last year, there was a 45-minute line for the elevator. But not today. The elevator makes 750 feet a quick ride, and soon we will be on our way home.
Gusto naman ang pasyal mo dito sa Carlsbad Caverns sa New Mexico?
Enjoy naman ako. Napakahaba ng kuweba. Nagsimula tayo ng 9:30 ng umaga hanggang alas 3 ng hapon. Napakalaki ng kuweba.
Oh, iuwi na tayo.
Oo, pagod na.
Pagod na. Maraming salamat.